After the last episode, I've had a quick. I'm recording these fairly close together, but I've decided that let's veer away from bigotry in that way again. As well meaning as I was in that last episode when I made a homophobic comment. Hey, I could have said worse, but anyway, that's not the point. We're gonna try and keep the I don't know the maturity of this episode down to swearing. Let's try that. Although I did mention blackface in another episode as well. You know, fuck it. This is just whatever now. This is what I want it to be. I'm probably gonna get cancelled, but oh well. You know, this is my great. This is my attempt at a comeback, and I'm sullying my reputation again already. Oh well.
Do you really wanna taste it? What's going on must come down. Do you really wanna taste it? Baby, you're losing ground. You soon become the mirror lights the whole what's wrong with you. Dancing with your blinkers on for your door, the invisible bone.
So, Edward Gordon and Henry. Gordon has shown off how big of a dick he's got again. He's swinging it about like it's anyone's business. That's just how he rolls, I guess. And the depraved homosexual Henry is still stuck in the tunnel, or the closet, depending on what you want to go with. But then, as Gordon is approaching the tunnel, apparently he's going to throw shit at Henry or something. He says he's going to poop at him.
I'm going to poop at Henry.
Something goes to absolute crappery. He bursts his safety valve, I believe it is. I'm not actually listening to the audio of this, so I don't remember. Is that right, Will, who is speaking in my ear? Is it the safety valve? It is. Thank you. By the look of Gordon's face, he's just fucking shit himself. Look at him. Look at how agog his mouth is. The human equivalent. Gordon was like, I don't know, the human was pulling a train or like driving a bus or something, and he just absolutely shit himself. And that puts him out of commission. I'll be honest, I don't know what a safety valve does, but Jesus, that looks, messy. There's a lot of steam everywhere. This is... I mean, what does one have to do to burst a safety valve? Like, it didn't seem like he was doing that much, and then suddenly, everything goes to absolute rack and ruin. And despite, knowing what went wrong, like the safety valve bursting, some guy's having a look under the train. Is that some train thing that I don't know, because I don't know enough about trains? Please write in and let me know. I swear to God, was the Fat Control... Oh, that was very convenient. The Fat Controller happened to be travelling in the train. I mean, hey, I guess if you're short on money... Maybe he's laundering money. He's kind of, I'm going to pay for my own trip on the train under a different name, so that way I can launder all of my money that I've made from cooking meth. That's right, it's not Sir Topham Hatt, it's Sir Walter White. It's bloody good that there's a nice, convenient little siding here that Gordon can bugger off onto. What if he'd broken down on Gordon's Hill? What would they have done then? Like, uncouple him, just let him roll to the bottom? Like, I need to know, Rev Willie. Again, you're dead. You can't really answer that. I like this shot where Gordon's just kind of having a bit of a sulk and the Fat Controller's just staring at him like, you pathetic twat of a man. Look at what you've done. Look at what this means for you. You are weak. Pathetic. You are nothing. But there you go. They've made a sensible decision. Edward's come in. Because, okay. Now Edward doesn't have superhuman strength. Now he can't do shit. I guess, actually, no, this checks out. He can only push a 5-truck train in that one episode because Gordon was also pulling it, I guess. So there you go. The next sensible decision. They bring Henry out of the tunnel. And this bit's very confusing because they've built a wall at his end of the tunnel, the side he's facing out of, but not at the other end. So basically, he could have just, if he had coal and water and whatever, he could have just fucked off whenever he wanted to. So, conflict. There's not really much happening there. That's like building a prison, but only like building one half of it, so all of the prison cells just have a bunch of open wall that you can just hop out of and go for a walk. But anyway... Henry, he's going to pull the train with Edward now. He looks like dog shit, he does. Look at him, he's got crap all over him. But hey, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. But lo and behold, the two of them, they look at them. They're pulling the train. Also, there's this one shot where Henry looks like he's sinking into the ground. Like, you can see where the rails are, and you can see where his wheels are. He is, like, sunk... Ooh, I'm burping. Good God, that's probably going to make the final cut. Oh, well. Yeah, he's sunk into the ground. Such as... Thomas calls him fat in a later episode. I can see why. Look at him.
You're too fat.
But then the Fat Controller's hat falls out of the window. And a goat ate it for tea, I believe, is the line. I mean, that is in keeping with goats, I guess. They do eat fucking everything. I wouldn't want to eat a hat, personally. Write in if you eat hats regularly. Oh, look at that. All of the people have come out to say well done to Henry for just being decent. I wonder if any of these people were on the train that he refused to pull when it was raining. You know, what's their reaction going to be? Oh, okay, so you come out when some fat dude is, like, shat himself. But when it's, being a little bit rainy, sorry, that's too far. Henry needs to sort his shit out, and thankfully he does by the end of this season. But could have gotten there a bit quicker, mate, I'll be honest. They just left Gordon there for a bit. This, it's the problem with having Thomas be the main character in this first season and having the first episode be Thomas and Gordon is that the following 3 episodes act like there's no one else on the railway. Apparently nobody else matters apart from these 3. They had to finish pulling the train before they could be bothered going back and getting Gordon. Maybe they just still think... I mean, he is a prick, so it's fair enough that they still think he's a prick. But apparently they're all friends now for some reason, even though you don't actually see them become... Why do they become friends? Does Henry and Edward tell stories of the times that they shat themselves? Maybe. I don't know. But apparently this friendship just kind of came out of nowhere. And because they're trains, we have to accept it.